Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to talk about the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 71-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com, and we've got these quoters on just about every page. So if you just click on here and click the state that you live in, and we are licensed in 50 states, by the way, and click the coverage amount, and then just put your birthday and other info, and then click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies in your state and all the best pricing, and you will be a super well-educated consumer. And if you find something you like, we can help you get that coverage. You can also call us at 888-862-9456, and one of our licensed agents will help you. Now, the first thing you need to understand, if you are a 71-year-old female, you need to be thinking, well, is $25,000 insurance enough for my final expense needs? And that would typically depend on whether you're going to be cremated or buried. Now, if you're going to be cremated, the actual cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of ceremony with that, celebration of life ceremony or remembrance ceremony, that's probably going to bring it up to probably $3,500 to $4,500, including the cremation. So if you have a $25,000 policy already, you're in good shape. You don't have to worry about this. But if you don't have any insurance yet, you need some insurance, I'm sure. So if that's the case, then we typically wouldn't recommend $25,000 for that. A lot of times when somebody wants a cremation and they want $25,000, they're going, oh, I want to leave some money behind for my kids or family or something like that. And we typically don't recommend doing that just because for a lot of folks, it gets expensive because they're on a fixed or limited income. At least most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income. So we really try to kind of be stewards of their budgets as well. So we really recommend you just get what you need. And so for a cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, you'd probably only need $5,000 to $7,000. That's going to build some extra money in there to allow for inflation as you get older. You know, you're 71, maybe make it to 81, 91, but you're not being overinsured. And if you're going to have that service with the cremation, we probably recommend somewhere between $7,000 to $10,000. Now, you can get more insurance if you have the financial means to do so. We can certainly help you out with that, but we just want to give you all your options. Now, if you're going to be buried, the average cost of burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And I can tell you one thing for sure, $10,000 is not going to get you a very fancy funeral burial for sure, but it'll get the job done. So if you're on a limited income and that's all you can afford, do the $10,000, because we can't imagine if somebody walked into pretty much any funeral home in the United States and handed them a $10,000 check, they wouldn't work with you and make that happen. Now, again, it'd be very simple, but we can't imagine they're going to say, no, we don't want your money, and then just let that check walk down the road to one of their competitors. Also, at age 71, if you think you're going to live to age 81, possibly 91, maybe even longer, $10,000 probably not going to be enough for you in the long term. So we would generally recommend somewhere between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And again, if you've got the financial means and you need that $25,000, by all means, get it. We can help you qualify for that coverage. But yeah, we just don't want you to overinsure if you don't need all that money. Now, the one thing we always recommend people get is first day coverage or benefits. And that's what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. We do not recommend those 2-year waiting period plans at all. I'll go over that in a moment, but yeah, you want to stay away from those. Now, first day coverage means that, you know, God forbid you died sooner than you thought, you know. So let's say you got your policy today and everything was approved and you died tomorrow. First day coverage means the insurance company would pay that claim, even though the policy had only been in force one day. That's what you want. Now, a lot of people would say, you know, yeah, I want first day coverage, but I know they ask health questions and I'm not in the best of health. So what should I do? To that, we always say, hey, your health is our problem, not your problem. Because we work with enough different insurance companies. They've all got different health questions. They've all got different underwriting requirements. And we've got it right around a 95% approval rate for first day coverage or benefits. So we help a lot of people. Now, the only reason we wouldn't be able to help you is if you had something really significant or severe going on, like you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you were on dialysis, or you're in a hospital, or you're in a nursing home. If you had any one of those things going on, we'd probably refer you out to a different company. But also, seems like every week we get somebody calling up and saying, hey, we need some help. We had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral home director wants a check or he's not going to do anything. We don't have the insurance. We need to get the insurance now so we can get a check to the funeral home director. And we have to tell them that there's no insurance company in the United States that is going to offer insurance to a dead person. You have to be alive to get this insurance. And it's just really sad that, somebody passed away and they didn't consider what was going to happen to their family and the burden that they're leaving behind, both financially and emotionally. And really, what kind of person does that they know they're going to die someday and they kind of just take the chance and roll the dice that they're going to outlive whatever they think they're going to live age-wise, and then they don't make it. And now their family's stuck suffering and paying for this and burdened. And that's going to be their final legacy. When everybody thinks about them, they're going to think about the last thing that happened to them. And that's what they stuck them with the bill. So don't do that. Don't be that person. This insurance is affordable. You can do it. Now, one thing we don't recommend, as I mentioned, is 2-year waiting periods. So there's a lot of companies out there that offer these plans. Colonial Penn's probably one of the more well-known just because they advertise on TV a lot. I think they've got a commercial on every 7 minutes or something like that. And a lot of 71-year-old females would look at that commercial and go, oh my gosh, for $9.95? I am so smart. I waited until age 71. I outsmarted those insurance people. Now for $9.95, I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for only $9.95. And then they talk to a Colonial Penn agent or they go on the Colonial Penn website like we are, and they see that for a female age 71, $9.95 will get you 1 unit of coverage, and that's $949. That's a whole lot of distance between $949 and $50,000. $949, I'm not sure there's even a place in the United States that will pay for a cremation. And it doesn't even really matter because it's a 2-year waiting period. It's not going to pay out for 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. And $949 is not going to be worth $949 2 years from now due to inflation. So just be cautious about all these marketing claims and these teaser rates and everything just to get you sucked in and get your contact info and your phone number and your email and stuff. Just be very cautious of that. But let's try to see how much coverage we can get. Now, the thing with the $9.95 plan at Colonial Penn, it maxes out at 15 units. And think about this. If 1 unit is $949, 15 units is probably going to be around $14,000-ish. Let's see what that is. Yeah, there we go. $14,235. So you can't even get $25,000 with Colonial Penn. But let's take a look at some first aid coverage companies and see how much our $25,000 worth of coverage would be. So $25,000 female, age 71. Let's get some rates right here. Okay. Let's go back here. Colonial Penn real quick. Again, right around $14,000 is $150. So get quotes here. Look at this. So I want to go up and show you this number just so that you can see it again. $25,000 is $133 for $25,000 versus Colonial Penn. You get $14,000. So that's $11,000 less, right around there. And that's $149. Roughly $150 versus $133. So with Colonial Penn, you actually pay significantly more and you get massively less insurance and you get that 2-year waiting period. And with Colonial Penn, they will allow you the privilege of overpaying on your policy for the rest of your life. Why would you pay roughly $150 a month for $14,000 roughly when you can get $25,000 for $133? Be a smart consumer. Be a smart consumer. Trinity Life Insurance Company, they're a great company. We work with them. We can get you approved with them. Level coverage, which means first day coverage. Let's see if there's any other companies out here too. And you'll be able to see all these different companies on our quoter. Let's find another Lumico. Like Lumico, 152 versus 133, roughly $20 difference. So if you go with Lumico, you're going to spend $20 more a month. That's $240 a year. If you live 10 years up to age 81, you're going to overspend $2,400 roughly. Why would you do that? Why would you overspend? Why would you waste your money? Let's find another one here. Oh, Lincoln Heritage. So Lincoln Heritage, they're a fine company, I guess, right? Look at that, $200. They're way more expensive. Level coverage, first day, that's good, but $200. So they've got a program where when you pass away, they will price check 2 or 3 different like funeral homes to get the best pricing, and maybe do a couple other things, but they charge a premium for that. It's like $200 a month. So it's $200 compared to $133. So roughly $70 a month. So $70 a month times 12 would be $840 a year. And after 10 years, you would overpay roughly $8,400 with the Lincoln Heritage plan versus a lower cost plan. So you've got to ask yourself, is it worth overpaying roughly $8,400, $8,400 for an insurance company to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe a couple other things that might take an hour or so? Most people would say that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. So we don't recommend that. At Funeral Funds of America, we actually provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. And what that is you download and print that out, and then you just fill it out. Who gets what goes where, what you want happening after your death, and just put everything in detail. And then when you pass away, your family knows what to do, because you just keep that with your insurance policy. And when you pass away, they go grab both those documents. Now they're not only protected financially, but they're also protected emotionally, because you've listed everything that needs to happen after you pass away. And all they do is execute your wishes. And they will have that peace of mind knowing that they did everything that you wanted exactly as you said and took care of everything. And you provided the funds to do it with the policy. So yeah, be a smart consumer. We want to help you. We want to help save you money. And we just believe instead of giving an insurance company an extra $8,400, you're better off keeping that in your pocket and spending it on yourself and your family while you're alive. You'll have those memories while you're alive, and your families will have those memories for the rest of their lives too. So go to funeralfunds.com. You can fill out a quoter. We've got a special quoter on YouTube for funeralfunds.com/YouTube. You can get the best discounts, the lowest pricing. And you can also call us at 888-862-9456. Talk with one of our agents. And whether you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it, make sure you got the best deal, or you want to add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you are looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. And if you just want some help or information, or just need a little bit better understanding how this all works, just call us. We can help you out with that. We look forward to helping you out with this. We look forward to meeting and talking with you at some point in the future. We are licensed in all 50 states, so we can help you anywhere you're at. And until that day comes, you take care, you stay safe. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.